Guys, I just couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to work some more on this cut canvas. So I'm going live, and I will, it'll be saved on Juju's so that you can watch it at your leisure. And I may be popping in live in between Thursdays. So Thursday is a definite at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, but I'll be coming in and out between that. Anytime I'm working on something that I think you might like to know about. So anyway, a little bit more about this one. Yesterday, I put the stuff on there with that I mixed with the flour, the light molding paste and the flour. That turned out great. It is hard, and it completely covers the fact that my canvas started to roll a little bit. I added this morning, I put on the crackle paste, and even though I know you're not supposed to put it outside and let it dry in the heat, I did it anyway because just this the way I am. And it is crackling, as it always does. And I added that in little places all around here. So I have gathered together some different textures that I pulled out. This is just part of Christmas ribbon. This is screen, used window screen. A little bit of burlap here, some of the netting that your veggies or fruit come in. This is Tyvek. This is also Tyvek that I melted on purpose so that I got that lacy effect. So also I have some of the beads here, the art stones, and I have some. This is Matisse dry medium glass beads, and there are 2 different sizes here. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not. Not sure what I'm going to do here, but I just can't wait any longer to do it. So I've got my light molding paste right here. So I'm trying to open it. There we go. And, oh, by the way, here's the back piece, and I put crackle paste on that this morning. It is cupping up a little bit. Well, I'd rather have it cup up than cup down, so that's a workable thing. I think that'll be really cool, and let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm thinking, I don't know, about, putting this in some places here behind, layering it even more. So the way I did this is I used my Aleene's original tacky glue. I do use that a lot when I'm doing things like this because it does hold down the fabrics. So I'm going to see what this looks like. Let's try it. Behind. Something. Okay, that could be kind of cool. Okay, so I'm just going to put some of my glue around the edges here. Okay, that's good. Stretch this out a bit. I'm not worried about the color because, I'm going to go back and paint these things, so the color doesn't matter that it's red. It does accept acrylic paint pretty well, so I have used it before. Just sticking it down with my fingers, it's messy, but I want to get that spread out there. And what I'll do is let that dry and then come back and I will trim away around the edges of that. Just want to get that, and then once it's really dry, I will go back in with either gesso or white paint and get that to a white color. So see what it looks like on the other side. Okay. That's pretty cool. That's going to be a neat texture underneath there. So, screen. Shall I put it on the front here? Or shall I put it on the back? I do like the layering Let's see what that looks like. That's kind of cool too. Or I could put it over here like this and have a totally different texture, which I kind of like that too. That's on the edge of my piece, so I want to leave some of these areas with nothing going on, and I'll come back. My plan is to come back and build up around those empty spots there. So put some glue down. I don't know if anybody's even catching this yet. Oh, somebody's on. I don't know who it is. But yay. Yay you, being for whoever you are, for being quick and getting on here. I shared the link for Rosie Castleton's art page because I found it so freaking inspiring. I was just blown away by the things that she has done, and that got me all excited about this. So again, I'll come back later when it's dry and trim away the excess so that it doesn't stick out into the other areas. Okay, oh, that looks kind of cool there. Another thing I can do, if I so desired on this, and I'm not going to, I could hold it like this up off my surface. And once this is dried really well, I can take my light molding paste and my palette knife, and I can push the paste through the screen. And that is a delicious texture all of its own. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do in the back, maybe. Let's see. There's not a spot. I think that's... Maybe I could put it over there. Okay, I think I'll do that. Just to... There we go. Seriously? Oh my gosh. Okay, I guess I won't. Oh, there it is. It flew off. Thought I was going insane there, which I probably am, but... Okay, let's try that little bitty piece here. Doesn't quite go to the edges, but that's okay. There's no telling, I may extend the edges a little bit. With some paste on the front, so who knows what I'll do. Okay, really necessary. Alrighty, so that gives me some screen here and some screen there, and then a lot of empty here. Okay, so what can I do? What could I do with maybe this? I could build up some textures here with my Tyvek. I could do that. So I'm gonna cut this. This is neat. I think that this Tyvek is from a suit. My daughter gave me this, I don't know, one of those suits that people put on to keep from getting stuff on, like a painter's suit or a scientist or something in a lab suit. I don't know. This was pre-COVID, so I felt pretty safe with it. Anyway, she gave me one of those, and it's a thin Tyvek, and when I melt it down, it's really flexible as opposed to some of the other Tyvek that is really stiff. So that's why I considered using this on the front. So I'm just going to cut some off there, and let's see where I could put it. The back side of the Tyvek also looks cool, so you are not limited to just one side with this. Okay, I could come down with that. That a little more. Okay, adhering the Tyvek is sometimes the challenge. It doesn't necessarily want to stick down that well with glue. So sometimes what I do is I use my light molding paste and I put some of that down and I just smoosh my Tyvek down into the molding paste and let it dry. And that works really well. Alternately, I could put a thick layer of gel medium or my tacky glue down and put something on top of it like that to hold it down to keep it from coming up. Since I am a person who wants immediate gratification, I am going to use the light molding paste because that will stick it down so I can see it. Yes, I'm covering up some of my paste, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. And after this dries and it's pretty stuck on there, I can come back and I can go underneath with my tacky glue if I need to stick it down any more than that. Okay, I'm just going to press that down with my fingers. Okay, paper towel because it's messy. I could take this over the side, but since I'm putting canvases together, I will come back and I will slice off, cut away that side there so that it ends abruptly at the edge of the canvas. Okay, that worked really well. And I have more here, so I always want to do things in three. I want to have it in at least 3 places on my canvas. I may find another piece of screen and put another screen in there. I don't know. So let's see a place that I might want to use it some more. I could cut little strips of it and put like right in these 2 places. That would be kind of cool. And by the way, this is going to be a short video today. I'm just going to get this done on here and then sign off. I just didn't want to do anything else to it without sharing with you what I was doing. So, because I know how impatient I am, I like to get things done. Okay, let's see here. Kind of cupping this Tyvek around so that it's not doesn't appear just so flat on top. Okay, that worked out pretty well. All over myself. Okay, let's try one more. Maybe right here that kind of draws the eye over to this side. Maybe something like that, or maybe a longer piece. I save all my scraps of Tyvek because you just never know when you're going to use them. I love texture so much that I'm always using anything I can find. Tell you what I can't keep up with, and that's scissors. Oh my God. Seriously cannot keep up with scissors. Okay. Okay, let's try this. My motto is nothing ventured, nothing gained. never know what's going to happen unless you try it. And I mean, look at other artists' work and be inspired by it. You don't want to copy it. I mean, Rosie's work is beautiful, but I'm not trying to create something exactly like what she created. I'll find my own way because I like doing things my way. I used to tell the kids at school, you cannot copy other artists' work. You can look online for inspiration, but you must change it up. And I told them the easiest way to go about doing that is to look at it and then turn off your phone, move your phone, put it away, so that what you're creating is more from your memory than it is from sitting here looking at a picture of something. So that's kind of the thing here. I'm inspired so much by her textures. I don't know how she's doing it. All I can do is guess. And I know she's using the Power Tech stuff, which I don't have. So, you know, how can I make something cool without without the Power Techs? Okay. And I can use this. Sometimes it's easier just to use your finger and kind of blend that in so that I don't have that line of demarcation right there. So it just totally blends. There we go. Okay, and again, when it dries, I can come back and trim away if I need to. Okay, well that's pretty cool. Okay, I have this little piece of burlap here. You know, do I want to use it on here? I mean, there reaches a point of too much, and which, bless my soul, I don't believe. I just keep adding stuff because that's just the way I am. Sometimes I just throw crap on there just to see how I can tie it all together, and I consider it a personal challenge. How can I take all these different things, toss them on the same canvas, and then make it work as a piece? And I will say again that when I do this, it's not, my plan is not, oh, I'm going to put flowers on this when I'm done, even though the flower thing seems to be what I'm known most for. I treat my canvases as standalone abstracts. When I'm happy with it, without any added clay figures, I just want the textures and the colors, and that's all I'm focusing on. It has to be standalone before I can go back and add things to it. So I have found that the pieces that when I create with that in mind, and I go back months later and I add flowers or whatever to it, it is a much more successful piece than it would be if I created something with the flowers right off the bat. So I have found that works for me over the past few years. So I'm going to stick with that. So that's what I want to do with this, is get it to work as a standalone piece. Okay, so this is what it's looking like with the stuff behind it, including cat fur, of course. I was thinking this piece here, I was thinking that might be kind of neat behind, totally behind this piece, and on top of whatever my bottom thing is going to be, if I end up going with that panel that I had started at all. I don't know. But I'm just not willing to, commit to that yet, so I'm going to wait on that and think some more about what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to end it with that. And if you're watching, thanks for being there. And I'm going to make sure this is on Juju's and that people know it's there. And then we'll continue the next time that I can't stay away from the canvases. I'll be live again. Later.